Okay, preparing to live stream.
Are we on?
Not quite. We're about 50% of the way on. Done.
That's
Redirecting to YouTube. Okay, and I think in about a second's time we are on. I think we're live.
Oh, who would have thought it?
Oh,
hello everyone. It's been a while.
Hello. Oh no, now I can hear myself. So I'm just gonna. Okay, that's lovely and muted. Okay, I think we're on. I will just make the SRC post.
There we go.
We've
got one watching.
So I think that might be me actually.
I think it's me. Oh, your name's Jack and my name's Hugo Bush. I might make my name slightly more friendly.
Yeah, come on. That's a whole 3 syllables. Right, hang on.
All right, one syllable crew.
What am I doing? It's been a long time since I can't remember the procedure. Hang on. I can, don't worry. But I might be a bit slower than I got used to doing. Apparently. Oh, there we go. 5 people watching. They're piling in.
Hello to all of you. And if you're watching on the stream capture thing afterwards, on the what's it called? On the video afterwards, yes. You might want to skip forward 10 minutes or so as we're just in preparation to begin. We're a little bit late starting the stream because we had some technical difficulties, but
it's all good. We made it before past, which is the most important thing.
Have you made the post yet?
Very almost. Just putting the final.
Oh, wait, I'll be refreshing. He'll be SRC page.
We put the link in the post, don't we? Yeah, that's right. All good. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah,
I've done this before. Blah blah blah. Okay. Yeah.
You may have noticed there's a little person on the screen, but their face has been subtly edited. Can you work out who this person is? International superstar and friend of the show. That's your clue.
It's been posted. We're on. We are posted and ready to go.
We are posted and it is on.
Oh wow! Yeah, when I saw this picture, I had 2 thoughts, and I'm going to keep those 2 thoughts private. But hopefully, it's one of those 2. It is the top left square, unsurprisingly, which both my guesses are based on.
Not the bottom left square.
Not the bottom middle one. A massive mouth. Somehow that's nothing.
I feel like I've shared it about 7 times, but I think I've only done it twice. Okay. Are they piling in?
How many people have we got?
Welcome, if you are joining us.
Oh yeah, 10. We've doubled in size since the last time I checked.
Welcome, especially if you're my grandmother who said she might join today.
It's very exciting. Welcome, Hugo's grandmother. We've got a great quiz for you today. I'm excited.
Jack's written around.
Round 4, yeah.
It's his special subject, to be fair.
Flora and fauna of County Durham.
Of the 2 of us, who's flora and who's fauna? Who would you say?
Oh, I don't know. That's a deep argument and one that I'm not sure I'm ready for.
Do you think the company that makes flora, like the spread, should make a pate called fauna?
What kind of pate would it be? There's a big question.
I mean, fawn. I mean, it sounds like it's going to be venison, doesn't it?
Flora.
This just in. Flora have made a venison pate called fauna.
We could always have it as like a combination, a nice meaty surprise. All kinds
meaty surprise. That was your nickname at school, wasn't it?
That's between us. I mean, I don't know. I feel like venison, a bit of salmon pate in there. Really mix it up.
And if you're vegan, obviously you might want to have like rabbit pate or something.
Yeah, I don't know why I made that sound because I'm vegetarian, so that isn't.
Yeah, Jack. I was thinking that Jack is flora and I'm fauna.
So yeah, that's one of the exciting rounds we've got, and obviously the classics, a Lynx, a Wipeout. Should be good.
Indeed.
And I've got some fun facts as well that I can regale.
No, don't ruin it. We've got a new segment, as all we're saying. Hang on, can Can you? Does the screen change for you when I do that?
Yeah, slightly. But
Yeah, the start bar hasn't come up.
No. It just gets like a black border around it.
Okay, that's fine. I wonder who this person is.
I'm not sure.
Oh, it's an international superstar. Is your little clue? We've got some quiz rounds coming up. Oh, hi guys, it's me, Fizz. Thanks, Fizz, for your kind messages.
Hello, everyone. Listen, yeah, we're glad to be back.
Glad to be back indeed.
Month. What a big month as well. Don't know about anyone else, but I've had quite a big month. Exams and.
You have exams?
Yeah, they went okay, I think, but I don't really know because it's very strange having open book exams. What about you?
Oh, I thought it was really usual having open book exams.
Oh, yeah, that is true.
I thought that these times were really precedented. And,
but at the same time, they're really unprecedented as well.
Literally, I've never seen times that are so precedented. The amount of precedents there have been.
We should have seen the signs. But yeah, no, it's been a big month. But it does seem crazy that it's been 4 weeks since we did the last one of these. I think it's
honestly.
I know. Now we're here again.
And this is our 4th quiz. I was going to put a number after a Vern Bar quiz isolation revival, but I didn't.
Yeah.
so
I put it in the title. I put it in the title in the description title, so we've got that at least.
And as a little twist, as usually we do, Jack presents rounds 1, 3, and 5, and I do 2 and 4. Today I'm doing 1 and 3, and he's doing 2, 4, and 5.
It's quite exciting. I'm not used to the rounds 2 and 4. I'm excited for round 4. Obviously, it is quite a mouthful. Some of the questions. I don't blame you for not wanting to read it out.
Oh, but it was so lovely the formatting.
Thank you. I put a lot of time and energy into it, so I'm glad. I'm really glad you like the formatting.
I believe it's from one of it might maybe like the second option for like default PowerPoint formatting that it lets you do on Microsoft PowerPoint.
Yeah. I think that's exactly right. I think it is the second, either the first or second. But I didn't think I needed to go any deeper because it was a green tone, and I thought, green, flora and fauna.
Flora. The round is flora and fauna of County Durham. That was chosen by our last winners of the team name game.
Yes.
Because at the end we'll ask you to submit your team name if I have access to one of the Hillbead pages, and then you might be with the chance of winning the team name one.
Yes, or a top mystery prize.
And you get to pick a round for yourself, yeah. And we've got a mystery prize as well.
I'm so excited.
You don't know what the mystery prize is, do you?
Very mysterious.
Really, really mysterious.
Really mysterious. I feel again ashamed because I haven't got the Hillbead jumper on.
No, I'm wearing my quiz uniform, as usual.
That's what I like to see.
Hello if you're joining us from YouTube. Hello if you're joining us from Hulu Live.
We thought we'd experiment for our international audience. For our American overseas audiences, we thought we'd go with Hulu as well.
Yeah.
Also not.
From 20 Live as well. Maybe if you're joining us from sporkle.com, that's very lovely to see you as well.
Yep, we are doing the world's first premiere on Sporkle Live.
No, Sporkle have got a live thing where you can present pub quizzes.
No way, actually. How long has this been around for?
About 1,000,001 years, I think, give or take.
No. They actually made the first live stream service with Sporkle.
Tell you what,
ahead of the
There was a good moment on The Chase today when one of the questions the Chaser had to answer was, what's the square root of 49? And they said plus or minus 7. I mean, yeah, it's not wrong, but that
I like that a lot.
That's a bit of standard form of you.
Yeah, true.
That's a bit Robbie Keywood,
Do you like how I've edited out my entire body below my head?
Have you?
Yeah, they're just black.
Oh yeah, Jack's actually wearing a bright green jumper, but he decided to replace it with just a black jumper.
Okay. What are the numbers looking like?
A 7 looks a little bit like a what do you call that shape? A crowbar.
Yeah.
3 looks a little bit like someone blowing a kiss from the side.
Looks like we are at 41. We've got to 40, so quadrupled in size since our last number. We should probably get started fairly soon. It's 25 2.
While people are joining us, can you guess who this international superstar is on the screen?
I think
international superstar and friend of the show.
It's quite bizarre because it's not the same photo. They're not like excerpts taken from the same photo. I assume because is she not looking in one way in one of the bits and the other way in the other?
That's the magic of editing, Jack.
Oh, it's too complicated for me. I don't really understand what's going on.
So what I did is I got some of the picture and I flipped it around.
What? No. Hang on, that doesn't make any sense.
Can you believe that all of that is possible just through the device Microsoft Office PowerPoint?
No. It is a wondrous tool.
What's your favourite of the Office suite?
It really varies by what mood I'm in, I think.
I really like Alaska mints.
That was really annoying.
Is that even a thing? I feel like I definitely made up Alaska mints.
I think I'm thinking of glacier
glacier mints is what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, you're thinking of. I mean, there are a lot of glaciers in Alaska, so.
Oh, all right, geography. That was unsolicited.
Technically, I'm not wrong. That's it. That's all my geography for today. I just thought I'd just jump it in there right.
That's all your geography to today. Sort of forget the round you wrote.
That's not.
That's more ecology.
It's kind of it's more biology.
Shout out to you if you study ecology.
Yeah, what a great subject. I'm a big fan. Okay, should we get started?
Yes, I'm just going to find a little. There we go. So, without any further ado, welcome to the Vern Bar Quiz Isolation Revival 4, brought to you by the minds that did our exams. It's time for this. If you're wondering who this person was, it was international superstar and friend of the show, Shakira.
Shakira, absolutely.
From her famous song, "Hips Don't Lie."
She actually
wrote other songs as well, actually.
She wrote one of the questions for this quiz, and it's up to you to figure out which one it was.
Yeah, she sent it in.
We're just throwing it in there somewhere.
So without any further ado, I suppose, grab a pen and a paper, or a little virtual device, or real device on which you can access the virtual world, I guess. Maybe a fountain pen, maybe some really nice paper, maybe some scrap paper and just a carrot with some ink on it. I'm still talking, but I'm not saying anything about it.
That's okay. That's absolutely fine.
I'm stalling, see if anyone else wants to join, without any further ado, here's round one. It's a links round. And so how this works is we've got 9 questions, all with answers, and the 10th answer is no, hang on. 9 questions, and all the answers to them have a link, and the 10th question is, what's the link? Can you work out what the answers have in common? So without any further ado, here is the first question. Which chemical element has the symbol IR? Which chemical element has the symbol IR?
Good question.
Here's one for you chemists out there.
This is a good one to open with, just to show the breadth of information we'll be giving you tonight.
I hope you can see those words. Okay, it's not.
Yeah, they look fine from my perspective.
But you
you
have to wear glasses. Obviously, your perspective isn't that great.
Yeah, true. I think I know the answer to this is. Especially helped
is it because I've run this round before?
You have run this round before. I found the link to this really hard, though. I can confirm to say.
Question number 2. At a zoo in which city was Harambe the Gorilla killed? At a zoo in which city was Harambe the Gorilla killed?
When was that, do you think? If you had to put a date to a name.
Oh, 2016? 2017?
Later than that. Maybe it's about right, actually. Maybe 2017, yeah. I don't know. I my gut instinct was 2018, but I think that's definitely too recent. So I think maybe 2017. Have a look. What's your final guess? What's your final year guess?
Don't do what Jack's doing and look up things about the answers, because that is what we call cheating.
As against the rules. You will be
against the rules. Is it 2017?
2016. You're right. First time. I'm sorry for making you go down the wrong path.
Okay. Question number 3. Which Olympic sport features the snatch and the clean and jerk? Which Olympic sport features the snatch and the clean and jerk?
And what a lovely vista as well in the backdrop.
Mm.
We can't be theirs, but there
That
is
is
the
the building formerly known as St Hilde's College, now
Hilding.
known as the College of St Hilde and St Bede headquarters.
That's
This is a Hilde building.
Or Hilding.
It has lots of rooms in it, all of a decent size, kitted out with sinks. Generally, you won't be far from a bathroom and a sink and a toilet and a kitchen and a lavatory and a water closet.
It's a Hilding, Hugo. It's a Hilding.
Oh, that's really good. Well done.
Thank
Okay,
you.
question number 4. What is the function of the horizontal line in the top right corner of a computer window? What is the
Don't
function of
look.
the horizontal line in the top right corner of a computer window? This is at least on Windows Vista. I haven't seen anything since.
I was going to say Windows XP. We are actually running this live stream off Windows 95. So if things go south, blame the operating system. I just find that it is the most reliable.
XP is a bit like it's like the emoticon for someone with like closed eyes really excitedly, but also sticking a tongue out.
Yeah, that's true. I think that's probably what they were thinking when they made it. To be honest, what I like about the older operating systems is there no like pesky update boxes or something. I don't know. These boxes that pop up,
Honestly.
you have to restart.
Question number 5. Which abstract noun features the following similar tags under its Google definition? So I looked up a word on Google, and under its definition were these similar words. These include peacemaking, conscientious objections, passive resistance, love of peace, peacemongering, dovishness, non-violence, and satyagraha. We've had a question: are all rooms the same size across Hillbede? Not necessarily. There's some variation in room sizes, but they're all I would say decent size. Would you say decent size, Jack?
It depends what you classify as size. I think that size can be quantified in a lot of different ways.
They're all tall enough, and long and wide enough.
I would say in terms of their social size and their size in terms of how big they are in our hearts, I would say they're the same size.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, true. There we go.
Question number 6?
That's the thing. Yeah, question number 6. What name is given to a chemical substance which is poisonous to fish? It can also be defined as the act of killing a fish. What is the name given to a chemical substance which is poisonous to fish? It can also be defined as the act of killing a fish.
Don't kill fish. Wait, I mean, it's up to you. Well, no. What position do we take on killing fish, Hugo? I'm not a fan, personally.
I like killing fish.
Well, there you go. We balance each other out in that case.
Yeah. We've also had a question: can you bring your pet notice board to your room? You're not really allowed pets. You're not allowed pets as such, but you are allowed a notice board if it only needs to be stuck up with white tack. Question number 7. Which medical condition is an organ inflammation with symptoms that include nausea, decreased appetite, vomiting, and abdominal pain? Which medical condition is an organ inflammation with symptoms that include nausea, decreased appetite, vomiting, and abdominal pain? If you're really into medical things and you think there's more than one thing that fits the bill, then it's the one that also fits the link.
And the one that we've chosen.
And the one that we've chosen
isn't right.
If in doubt, the answer we've put is the actual answer, is the answer that we are accepting.
If in doubt, just choose the answer that we've chosen.
Yeah, that's great advice.
Like, what's the issue?
Question number 8. Mary Quant is often credited for the invention of which item of clothing, popular and emblematic of the 1960s? I went a bit off script there. Mary Quant is often credited for the invention of which item of clothing, popular and emblematic of the 1960s?
Quant is a nice surname, isn't it?
You know, Mary Quant is the only name where both words are 4 letters long.
Yep, that's true.
Question number 9.
I can confirm that is true.
Question number 9. Which king of England was 17 years old at the time of his accession to the throne in 1509? Which king of England was 17 years old at the time of his accession to the throne in 1509?
Are we looking for first name and surname?
I'm going to say regnal name and regnal number.
Yeah. Okay, that sounds acceptable. Been quite lenient today then. That's fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, you can put his dynastic name if you want, but I mean, who you trying to kid?
Oh, come on. I wonder what the link is. Oh, I wonder when we'll be asked.
Oh, we don't know that's a question yet. Question number 7. What's the link?
Gosh. What season do you think that picture of Hill was taken? I'm feeling October.
Hunting season.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Very true.
It's always hunting season, really.
It's always hunting season at Hillbead.
So many rabbits.
Whoa.
These are not the official views of the Vern bar quiz.
See. I do think that's because look at the kind of the browny kind of golden color of the bush in the left-hand corner. Not the bush in the little screen.
That's me. I'm in the right-hand corner.
Right. Do you think that's enough time for the link? They can think about it.
Yeah, shall I go through them again very quickly?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, for anyone who's joined late. Which chemical element has the symbol IR? At a zoo in which city was Harambe the Gorilla killed? Which Olympic sport features the snatch and the clean and jerk? What is the function of the horizontal line in the top corner of a computer window? Which abstract noun features the following similar tags under its Google definition? These include passive resistance, peacemaking, such a graha, whatever. What is the name of the chemical substance which is poisonous to fish? Which medical inflammation includes nausea, decreased appetite, vomiting, and abdominal pain? Mary Quant invented which item of clothing? Which king of England acceded to the throne in 1509? And what's the link?
I'm trying to work out how far behind we are. I think we're about 20 seconds behind.
Nice. So we're going to move on to this next round. It's a book review round. Jack's going to present this one. So yes. I wrote it.
You did.
And so we did one of these before with Mary Berry's Baking Bible. So we base all the questions on information that you can find in the book. And that was quite a success, you know. So in that we've gone for the book, quite a popular book, I believe, that everyone has been asking for questions on it. It's it's very popular. It's the University of Southampton Undergraduate Prospectus 2018.
It was one of my favourite books to read back in the day, and I'm sure many others had it on their shelves in 2018. So I'm sure they can't wait to get an eye on those questions. So should we go into it?
What a university! Friend of the university, probably.
But a great oceanology department, I think, if I remember correctly.
Spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers.
I don't want any information. Okay, question number 1.
Okay, which sport offered by Southampton Students' Union is pictured below? So which sport offered by Southampton Students' Union is pictured below?
This picture is a bit grainy, but it was taken from the PDF version of the University of Southampton Undergraduate Prospectus 2018. Although I do have a physical copy as well.
How did you find the PDF? It was, I mean, surely
I just looked it up. It wasn't that hard to find, which makes sense, as I suppose they don't really want it to be hard to find.
Well, no, but you'd imagine that they'd have a 2020 prospectus.
Oh no, I looked up University of Southampton Undergraduate Prospectus 2018.
Okay, that makes more sense.
And then maybe PDF.
Question number 2.
Question number 2.
The major fundraising committee of the University of Southampton is called RAG or RAG. What does RAG stand for?
Go on.
The major fundraising committee of the University of Southampton is called RAG. What does this stand for?
They have RAG committees at quite a few universities, so you might know it from those ones.
So it doesn't seem as ridiculously hard as it first appears.
I know I know, Jack, that you really don't like fundraising.
Yeah, I'm famously against fundraising.
Yeah.
For the record, I'm not. I think fundraising is brilliant. So thought I'd just make that very clear. Question number 3.
Question number 3.
Which of the following is not a degree course offered by the University of Southampton? Is it A, sport and culinary design?
Science.
Is it A, sport and culinary science? Is it B, games design and art? Is it C, French and music? Or is it D, mechatronic engineering? So is that A, sport and culinary science, games design and art, French and music, and mechatronic engineering?
I like the sound of about half of all of those.
Yeah, I think I like the sound of 3/4 of those. Maybe 4/5.
No, it's in half of each one.
Yeah, true.
For example, I like and culinary.
Yeah.
I like and art.
Yeah.
French music.
No.
And
no, French Mew.
French Mew. My favorite Pokemon. Yeah. Next question.
Question number 4. Which degree is described in the following? This classic combined degree brings together subjects key to understanding the ethical, social, and economic complexities of public life. This classic combined degree brings together subjects key to understanding the ethical, social, and economic complexities of public life. Well,
I wonder what it could be.
Seems like a pretty interesting subject to me.
Two right, brother.
2 right.
Yeah.
Question number 5.
Yeah, I guess so.
Which subject did this student study? So this student says, my dream has always been to work as part of an America's Cup team. Studying blank at Southampton opened this door and has allowed me to combine my passion for high-performance sailing with a technically challenging career. And that has been said by Laura Marinan Gianovetti.
Thank you, friend of the show.
Friend of the show. I hope she's watching tonight. We did ask her to. And she's doing a master's in something, but she's a current PhD student. So she did a master's, isn't doing it currently. In fact, she's probably not doing she might even be doing the PhD currently because this was from 2 years ago.
Just 2013 there, so.
That's strange. I think it's when she's the master's, to be fair.
Okay, how long is a PhD course? That's just a question 6.
Question number 6. Which is the only subject that alphabetically comes after Spanish, Portuguese, and Latin American studies? Which is that subject? We can give you.
When I say subject, it's not. I don't mean the same as degree. Each of the pages, like double spread pages in the prospectus, is dedicated to a subject. For example, what's one that obviously comes before this? French. French would be one.
Oh,
but I'm not, for example, after French and music. That's too specific. It's one that's the name of like an array of courses, a subject rather than a degree title. If you understand what my meaning.
I like that your go-to is French before Spanish. I clearly can see what you do as a degree.
French
and Spanish.
French and music.
Question
number 7.
The University of Southampton Undergraduate Prospectus 2018 recommends that all UCAS applications are submitted by the 15th of January 2018. What day of the week is this? So I would say a certain proportion of our viewers may have submitted UCAS applications on this day.
Although, as you pointed out when I ran you through this round, possibly a lot of our viewers also submitted their applications by a previous deadline.
They might have submitted it by a slightly earlier date, which is not mentioned. And also, I'm sure we'll have had people that submitted in 2017, in 2016, in 2019, maybe even in 2020. Who knows?
Maybe 2015.
Maybe 2015.
Maybe 1901.
Could be. Could be.
No other years.
No, because we do have the.
I don't know how long UCAS has been a thing.
That's the mature students. That's when they submitted theirs, isn't it?
Also, Southampton recommends that they're submitted by then. I think it was the deadline.
Yeah, I think it was as
well. Question number 8.
In which country is Southampton's only campus outside of the UK? In which country is Southampton's only campus outside of the UK? And I think it's fair to say this is a hard question. So
I don't think so. I don't think it's as hard as you think it is.
Yeah, true.
I think if I hadn't written the question, I would know.
You would know this.
I mean, I wouldn't know.
But
I think I'd have like a 1 in 199 chance.
Yeah.
That's including Cornwall's an independent country.
Yeah, I was going to say. Yeah, I was going by the Sporkle number of total countries. Just for the record, that's the Sporkle number of total countries.
That's the official number.
I think so.
Question number 9.
Yeah. Complete this quote. The university completely changed my. There you go.
If you want to put a funny answer, we won't see it.
True. No,
but do enjoy it. If you want to put like pooey nappy, that's very funny. But you won't get a point.
We won't see it, unfortunately. Unlike, actually, no, we'd never see it anyway. We might have seen it in a physical quiz, but we only skim those quizzes anyway. It's fine.
No, we meticulously make sure they're correct.
Yeah, sure.
It begins with a P, if that helps.
That's why I said per. Change my. All right. Question number 10.
I think so.
Exactly how many pages is the undergraduate of Southampton? Exactly how many pages is the University of Southampton Undergraduate Prospectus 2018? It's a nice round number, so don't go for any numbers that aren't round.
It's a nice round number.
Really?
This includes the front cover and the back cover, and page is defined as a side of a piece of paper.
Yes, absolutely. Okay. All right.
Should we go a little speedy through again?
Yes.
What's this sport? RAG. What does it stand for? Which of these is real? Which is not real? Give us the one that isn't real. Which is the classic combined degree? Ooh, what subject did this person study? What is the last subject alphabetically? What day of the week was that day? What country? The university completely changed my P. And how many pages?
Okay.
The roundest number, I suppose, is 0.
Yes, but I think it's fair to say that is not the answer to this question.
Or minus 0, I guess.
Or minus 0, yeah, that's true.
Oh, it's time for a break.
Well. In that case, Hugo.
It's time for a brand new segment that Jack likes to call
My Facts. So
that wasn't pre-prepared, but I'm really satisfied. So that's the name you gave the segment, is My Facts.
So the brief is I find something interesting and I tell it to Hugo, and who knows, maybe you might find it interesting as well. So today,
I've told him that geography is off limits.
Yeah, today
he may not have listened.
In this corner, this is vaguely geographical, but also everything's geographical, so it doesn't come into it. So I want to talk to you, Hugo, about the strange case of Palmerston Island.
Oh gosh.
So Palmerston Island is a coral atoll in the Cook Islands in the Pacific Ocean.
Mm-hmm. That sounds pretty geographical, doesn't it, Jack?
James Cook landed there on the 16th of June, 1774.
What day of the week was that?
That is for everyone to work out right now.
Okay.
While they're working it out, I'll tell you, it was not inhabited when Cook landed there originally. However, in 1863, William Masters, a ship's carpenter and barrel maker, arrived on Palmerston Island with 2 Polynesian wives.
Oh.
He added a 3rd wife and sired a large family of some 23 children, whose descendants now inhabit Palmerston Island.
Well.
So now there are currently over 1,000 of Masters' descendants. Some of them live on Palmerston Island, and some of them live in New Zealand.
Is it exclusively these people on the island?
Yeah, mostly. Yeah, most of the so all of Masters' descendants consider the island their ancestral home. despite living in other places. But most of the inhabitants on the island are descended from William Masters, the ship's carpenter, and some of his wives.
Well,
Well,
there you go.
The fun fact about Palmerston Island. I've got one quick other one just to slide in.
Go on.
I was reading about Kim Jong-il.
Weren't we all?
The eccentric, some would say, not
I think widely considered not great.
A not great person by all accounts. However, something that many people might not know about Kim Jong-il is he had a love of cinema. He really loved cinema. He reportedly owned more than 20,000 videos and DVDs. Elizabeth,
how many?
20,000 videos and DVDs.
Ooh, do you think he had Blu-ray?
He would have been really ahead of his time. Encountered Elizabeth Taylor as one of his favorite actresses. However, something he did arguably took this slightly too far. In 1978, he ordered the kidnapping of South Korea's most famous film director. He kept him in an all-male prison for several years, and made him the state director of all of North Korea's films in order to try and increase the quality. Because apparently the North filmmakers were just doing perfunctory work at the time, according to Kim Jong-il. They don't have any new ideas. So that's one way of improving your film industry, kidnapping a great director from another country.
There we go. That's why we call this Jack's Facts and not Jack's Fun Facts.
Anyway, moving on.
Thank you for those. Yeah, there you go. Palmerston Island and Kim Jong-il. If you didn't know those things, maybe you know them now.
Maybe not.
But thank you. There we go. That's a new segment. Let us know what you think. Yeah, should we go on to the next round then, I guess?
Let's do it.
Okay, this round again, you keep asking for it. So what are we to do but provide? This is UK towns and cities in iambic pentameter. It's not as complicated as it sounds.
What's the background that?
It's Stratford-upon-Avon.
Is it?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
It looks very rural for Stratford-upon-Avon.
Well, how big do you think Stratford-upon-Avon is? How urban do you think it is?
An urban metropolis? I mean, have a CBD.
So me and friend of the show, Joseph Cooper, have written 10 clues to UK towns and cities, and they're all written in rhyming couplets of iambic pentameter. So that is ba-bum, 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 ba-bum. Okay? Yeah. Like Shakespeare did, probably. Maybe. So we just want the name of the UK towns and cities, please. So question number one, without any further ado, you may notice I've adopted the famous font Blackadder ICT because I thought that would be thematic. Oh. Jack's frozen. Are we still on? Oh. Slightly ominous. Oh. Great, nice. Okay, I don't know where Jack's gone, but that's fun. Apparently it's still going. So I'll guess I'll do the round just me. So here's the question one. Cathedral, castle, even dom you'll find. I need not say this. Do not drive if blind. What city is this referring to? or town. Could be a town, could be a city. Sorry about this. Jack's having some technical difficulties. His Wi-Fi has gone down. He will be back soon, I'm sure. And for some reason, also for like the intermediate background, I've chosen some strange sort of cloth texture. So, cathedral, castle, even dom you'll find. I need not say this. Do not drive if blind. Question number 2. A city wholly split twixt blue and green. Your faith tends to decide which one's your team. A city wholly split twixt blue and green. Your faith tends to decide which one's your team. We sort of occasionally throw in a Shakespeare-y word, just for flavour. Incidentally, I think generally the flavours in Shakespeare's time weren't very flavoursome, I guess. Very good. A city wholly split twixt blue and green. Your faith tends to decide which one's your team. Sorry about the half rhyme. And then we carry on with question number 3. A tower, pier, and festive lights aren't dim. A beach that runs a mile. Some think it's grim. A tower, pier, and festive lights aren't dim. A beach that runs a mile. Some think it's grim. These aren't the official views. I'm sure it's lovely. I've not been. And if you're from here, then if you identify that this is your city, then clearly you don't love it that much anyway. So. And I'll read it again. A tower, pier, and festive lights aren't dim. A beach that runs a mile. Some think it's grim. Okay, here we go with question number 4. A town due east of Wakefield, there they make a licorice-based famous small black cake. A town due east of Wakefield, there they make a licorice-based famous small black cake. Lyrical. A town due east of Wakefield, there they make a licorice-based famous small black cake. Let's go on with the next question, I suppose. Sorry if I seem a bit distant. I'm just trying to locate my little man, Jack. I think he's rebooting his computer. Because that sounds like a young person talk. Question number 5. The largest town that's in the north of Wales, they thrice sought the city status, met 3 fails. The largest town that's in the north of Wales, they thrice sought city status, met 3 fails. That's quite hard to say, as it turns out. Hey, at home, maybe you want to try and say it. Maybe. Maybe you've got some music playing. That would be lovely, I'm sure. No copyright infringements here, however. The largest town that's in the north of Wales, they thrice sought city status, met 3 fails. Question number 6. Spaghetti Junction doth inspire such fear. Black Sabbath and the streets were founded here. Spaghetti Junction doth inspire such fear. Black Sabbath and the streets were founded here. Again, I've thrown in a doth for some reason. No, I don't even know if that doth's appropriate. Aren't those capital S's absolutely lovely? Wow, I'm having a great time. There's a reason why Blackadder ICT is the premier old styling looking font available on Microsoft Office. Spaghetti Junction doth inspire such fear. Black Sabbath and the streets were founded here. Question number 7. Could it possibly be? Hello, Jack.
Hello, hello, hello.
He's back.
I made it.
Lovely to have
everyone.
you back.
Gosh, that was a stressful time. I'm very pleased to see that Zoom transferred it to you, because that would be
which is strange because it's all you hosted it and you also set up the live stream, so that's a big relief.
I had absolutely no idea about. Oh, I'm so glad. But yeah, how has it been going?
We've been having a great time. We're about to move on to questions number 7.
Good stuff.
Do you want to read it out, Jack?
Yeah, sure.
A celebration for your return. Here you go. Oh, hang on. Yeah, okay, Carol, you do it.
Question number 7. A peace bridge opened here in 20. Oh, yeah, I see why you want. A peace bridge opened here in 2011. The postal code is BT47.
But you got to slightly elide the last syllable. A peace bridge opened here in 2011, like they do with the word heaven in hymns. The postal code is BT47. If you're wondering why the T is in a different font, is because in Blackadder ICT, capital T looks a bit like a J, and I thought that was misleading, as well as a bit blue.
Yeah, I did wonder. For some reason, yeah, I just thought it'd been put in like post-production. I'm not sure why I thought that, but that makes more sense.
Yeah, the T infringed copyright. BT, actually, British Telecoms.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I thought as well, yeah.
It came in and changed it. A peace bridge opened here in 2011. The postal code is BT47.
Love it.
Towns and cities in the UK. Okay. Question number 8. The Grecians and the Chiefs call here their home, a 4-hour drive from the Millennium Dome. The Grecians and the Chiefs call here their home, a 4-hour drive from the Millennium Dome.
I can't believe
you'll notice I'm pronouncing it Millennium so it fits into Pentameter.
Yeah, no, I really appreciate that. I can't believe I've missed this round.
I know. You're gonna have to watch it back on the stream, which will be available on YouTube for the time being.
How did I freeze? What was it like when I froze?
You were just gone.
You were gone from the call. Whew. Madness. All right.
Good to have you back.
Good to be back.
It's quite difficult to have a conversation with yourself.
Yeah. I'm so glad that that doesn't happen to you.
The Grecians and the Chiefs call here their home, a 4-hour drive from the Millennium Dome. And question number 9. The people here are named after a stew, so let them be, or maybe love them do. The people here are named after a stew, so let them be, or maybe love them do.
Oh, it's so good. You have set a dangerous precedent though here.
That's what we said about the limericks one.
Oh yeah, just keep alternating. That's good idea.
The people here are named after a stew, so let them be, or maybe love them do.
Beautiful.
Millennium, yeah. The original iterations of the round included the suggestions of us doing it not in iambic pentameter, which is already a bit obscure, but dactylic tetrameter.
I mean, that's like, I think, the second most used sonnet verse.
Well, dactylic tetrameter?
Isn't that used in Petrarchan sonnets?
I think it's Oh, that's quite nice actually. Are you enjoying the archers lately, Jack?
I caught the end of an episode today because it was on when I walked through the kitchen, and
it's just monologues, I believe.
That's what it sounded like.
Not that either of us, both of us are very down to earth and have never heard an episode of The Archers. Question number 10. Not long ago, this Buckstown they did found. To drive through here, you must go round and round. Not long ago, this Buckstown they did found. To drive through here, you must go round and round.
Not sure about that one. I mean, I'm very sure about the. Oh, it's out of the. I keep trying to move our pictures so they don't block the question.
You know that doesn't affect. That only affects your view.
Yeah, obviously I knew that.
Okay.
Obviously. That's good to know. There you go.
I might just go through them again very quickly. Then you can see them, you know.
Yes,
Cathedral Castle, even Dom you'll find. I need not say this, do not drive if blind. A little bit of political satire for you there.
Oh, I did like
A city wholly split twixt blue and green. Your faith tends to decide which one's your team. A tower, pier, and festive lights aren't dim. The beach that runs a mile, some think it's grim. A town due east of Wakefield, there they make a liquorice-based famous small black cake. The largest town that's in the north of Wales. They thrice sought city status, met 3 fails. Spaghetti Junction doth inspire such fear. Black Sabbath and the streets were founded here. A peace bridge opened here in 2011. The postal code is BT47. The Grecians and the Chiefs call here their home, a 4-hour drive from the Millennium Dome. The people here are named after a stew, so let them be or maybe love them do. And not long ago, this Buckstown they did found. To drive through here, you must go round and round. What UK towns and cities for each of those?
Black Sabbath in the streets. Could it be argued that they occupy the 2 polar opposite
No, not polar
ends
at
of the
all.
spectrum? What, the streets and Black Sabbath?
No, the 2 polar opposites are It's Also Quieter by Bjork. On both sides.
yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, there we go. And on with our this round. Do you want to say a little bit about
Yes.
this?
So
Jack formatted this round, so it's really lovely.
you'll be able to see my natural gift with PowerPoint. So my round obviously is the flora and fauna of County Durham. That is the specialist round. You know, and I've gone for 10 questions, but also hopefully you'll come away with this knowing a little bit more about the flora and fauna of County Durham. So
I love this location choice for the flora and fauna of County Durham.
Yeah,
where can you find more varied flora and fauna than Bede Lawn?
I feel like this is the apex of all flora and fauna at County Durham. Obviously, I soon realised how wrong
I believe it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site of Natural Beauty or something.
I think it's a Ramsar wetland, but that's fine. Bede Pond.
I bet you do. Question number 1.
Right, so question number 1. Pow Hill Nature Reserve in County Durham is a great place to see red squirrels. Which author invented the character Squirrel Nutkin based on this species? Pow Hill Nature Reserve in County Durham is a great place to see red squirrels. Author invented the character Squirrel Nutkin based on this species.
I got an incredible message from Jack today. I was asking him when the round would be ready, and he said, "1 second, I'm just looking for the perfect picture of Squirrel Nutkin."
There are a lot to choose from. I wish there were actually less photographs. Drawings.
Really... What kind of lens do you think that was taken?
That was a telephoto lens. You can clearly see that Squirrel Nutkin was a very long way away when that was taken. Also, yeah, no. There are loads of pictures of Squirrel Nutkin kind of like dance.
Oh.
But I kind of wanted a more kind of conventional squirrel pose.
I like that classic.
Yeah. I went with that. Question number 2. Otters have begun being spotted in the River Weir. The coast of which Pacific US state contains 90% of all sea otters worldwide? And you know, everyone loves an otter picture. So there's one. In fact, there's 2 otters there. If you look.
Like me and you, Jack.
yeah, it is actually. Yeah, I didn't realise there were 2 otters in this picture until I made it big and put it on this slide. So it was a very cute surprise for me.
I like how you started off with County Durham and then moved out.
Yes, that does become a theme. In some ways.
Question number 3.
Yeah, question number 3. Which of the following birds? Oh, sorry everyone, I was really badly grammatically worded. Which of the following birds have been recorded in County Durham?
That's fine.
A, the wandering albatross. B, the great white pelican. Or C, the glossy ibis.
What are those three pictures of?
So the one on the far left is a wandering albatross. The middle one is a great white pelican, and the one on the right is a glossy ibis. Which one of those three has been seen in County Durham? The other two haven't been. So they all look
There you
quite
go.
exotic to me. I think anyway.
And if you're wondering, I believe if you're looking for the font Jack used, I believe that's Calibri body.
Don't out me like this, Hugo.
It might not be actually. No, that looks like it could be a Aharoni or a baddie. I think almost.
I think it came
I'll get back. Jury's out.
I think it came with the design, to be honest with you, Hugo. I'm not quite sure.
If you'd like to feedback what font that is, gratefully received. No, that's not Calibri.
It's more rigid than Calibri, I think. Calibri is more softly edged.
Also, lovely background.
Thank you. It's very natural, I thought. Nice and green.
Really natural jagged edges. Question number
4. Snake warning for anyone that's, snake warning. All of the UK native snake species can be seen in County Durham. True or false? All of the UK native snake species can be seen in County Durham. True or false? Not a bonus point if you can identify the snake. Sorry.
I will tell you if you're looking away because there's a snake on screen. We'll tell you when the snake's off screen.
Yep. I tried to find when I was looking for a picture of a snake. I did think about what might be the most to trigger the phobia, and I felt like seeing a snake all curled up in its entirety is more likely than just its face. So I just put its face on. There you go. That's my thought process. Question number 5.
Question 5.
Many of the rivers in County Durham host leaping salmon in the autumn months. How many species of salmon can be seen in UK rivers?
Is that true? Many of the rivers in County Durham?
Many of the rivers in County Durham host leaping salmon in the autumn months. How many species of salmon can be seen in UK rivers? So looking for a number here. And you can probably deduce from this that it's more than 0.
Or may not be.
Equally, it may not be. We'll see.
Maybe they can't be seen because they're too camouflaged.
True. In fact, you'd be pleased to know that picture of a salmon was taken in County Durham. In fact, it was taken. Good question. It wasn't by me, unfortunately. It was taken on Hexham Weir, which apparently is the best place in the UK to see leaping salmon. Hexham Weir.
Is that County Durham?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Fair enough. Next one.
Don't look it up.
You don't look it up. That is true. Don't look up any of the facts you learned today.
Question number 6. Upland areas of County Durham can often be seen to be carpeted in bilberry bushes, which are covered in berries in late summer and autumn. The bilberry is in the same family as which other berry, whose name has been used as the name of a band famous for hits such as Zombie and Dreams. So there you go. That's a little picture of a bilberry bush.
The bilberry bushes are actually the name of my second cousins.
Where do they live? County Durham?
County Durham, yeah.
Oh, yeah, fair. Do they carpet the hillsides?
They carpet upland areas of County Durham.
Question number 7. Castle Eden Dene is the largest area of semi-natural woodland in the northeast and lies just outside of Durham. The city of Durham, not the county, so it's actually in County Durham. Amongst other species, hazel can be found as part of the understory. According to Irish mythology, a salmon living in the well of knowledge ate hazelnuts from a tree hanging over the well, imbuing it with great wisdom. Which mythical warrior, responsible for the Giant's Causeway, some may say, ate this salmon and gained the knowledge? I'm not going to read it out again. This question is
really hard.
This question is the epitome of me falling down a rabbit hole on Wikipedia. I start on Castle Eden Dene. I click on hazel. Then I click on hazelnut. Then I click on Irish mythology, and suddenly I'm talking about salmon again.
Lovely.
And, so if you want a clue, because it does sound quite hard, if you've heard of it's one of the most famous characters from Irish mythology. Kind of the most famous, and they were responsible for the Giant's Causeway due to a fight with another person.
Apparently, friend of the show, Rachel Bird, lives very near Hexham Weir.
Oh, there you go. Please don't call me out on whether it's actually in Cathedral or not. There you go. I think it is. If not, it's on the border. So, but I'm sure there are rivers in Durham, County Durham, which do host salmon. In fact, I think the River Wear might. Question number 8. And I keep making unsubstantiated statements. You know.
No, yeah, Hexham is in Northumberland. I thought it was, just checking.
For everyone. But I think there are some rivers in County Durham which do host salmon.
I do have, yeah, carry on.
Despite not being native to the county, the sea buckthorn can be observed on some stretches of the Durham coast, which vitamin is the berry exceedingly rich in, leading to some classing it as a superfood. Despite not being native to the county, the sea buckthorn can be observed on some stretches of the Durham coast, which vitamin is the berry exceedingly rich in, leading to some classing it as a superfood.
I think sea buckthorn would be a good pen name.
Yeah. What would your real name
C
be?
and then buckthorn.
What would your real name be if your pen name was sea buckthorn?
Hugo Bush?
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, no, hands up though.
It's a bizarre looking plant, isn't it? It looks a bit like rosemary, but there's like some orange things on it. You know what I'm saying?
I believe they might be berry. What are they called? Yeah, what berry are they called? Buckberry. Are they buckberries?
I think they're called sea buckthorn berries.
Buckleberry.
Buckleberries. Hang on. Buckleberry Finn. Isn't that book?
Yeah, that's good. Question number 9.
In late autumn months, the occasional hedgerow in County Durham. Oh my god. Sorry about the uncapitalization of the county. In County Durham can be seen to hold medlar fruit, ripening in late October and November. However, it can only be eaten after being bletted. What kind of process is bletting? So,
Jack, once again, following the cardinal rule of quizzing, where there's one closed answer for all questions.
I know that it's not. I know the rule very well, but when I read about what bletting was, I couldn't.
You couldn't not ask a question.
Couldn't not ask it.
That picture is really difficult to look at. It's really unsettling. It looks like a baby bird being born.
I know medlars are such strange looking fruit. They're native to like the Caucasus region, so like Turkey in that area, but they were brought to the UK in Roman times. Now they live in our hedgerows, so look out for them.
Okay. Roman times, I presume, include X o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Are you ready to read out question 10, Jack?
I think so. Okay, I'm ready. Let's go. A notable pub within the city of Durham is the Yieldy Elm Tree in Crossgate. Would recommend. Lovely pub. The eponymous pub tree is a rare sight within the UK in the modern day due to the Dutch elm disease, which ravaged the country in the latter half of the 20th century. Another species of elm, the slippery elm, can be seen across eastern North America and was identified by Pennsylvanian botanist Gotthilf Heinrich Ernst Muhlenberg in 1793. Marvel Comics' James Rhodes is another Pennsylvanian, better known by his superhero title War Machine. Don Cheadle, the actor who played him in the Disney Marvel franchise, also played Bernie Wilkins in which 2009 family comedy film? There you go.
Very well done.
I wonder what the answer is.
What does eponymous pub tree mean?
I don't really know. Well, eponymous is the word which gives its name to the title, and the pub tree is the elm tree. Is the elm, and it's in the title of the pub.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, I feel like that can definitely be accepted in some. Yeah. Anyway, there we go. That's that question. So, do you want to run back through?
Oh yeah.
You can sum it up in each question in 2 words.
Oh, Squirrel Nutkin. Who wrote him? What what state has lots of sea otters? Which of these birds is in County Durham? True or false? Lots of snakes in Durham. How many species of salmon can we see in UK rivers? Who did Zombie in Dreams?
No, that's not the question.
Yeah, it was. Oh no, what fruit gave the name to the people who did Zombie in Dreams?
Thank you.
Who made Giant's Causeway? It's not Squirrel Nutkin, but good answer.
Good question.
Something about buckthorns. These little birds, and then Bernie Wilkins.
Well, there you go. Hope you learned something else about County Durham from that. Or Northumberland. It's the case, maybe.
Or Northumberland. As we said, this was fauna of County Durham and flora of Northumberland.
There you go. All right. Are we all ready and excited? Should we go straight on to the
No, I
final?
think we're talking about. Yeah, let's do it. You're doing this one as well.
Okay. Oh, it's the Wipeout round. And if anyone hasn't guessed, that is the modern classic. I would say the pièce de résistance of the gnome genre. Sherlock Gnomes.
Romeo and Juliet to Sherlock Gnomes. There's also a film called Gnome Alone, which was released in the same year as this film, but like with no similarities in terms of who made it.
Why was this a thing?
It was really good.
Why were there so many gnome films?
They came up with the pun Romeo and Juliet and thought, you know what, let's run with it.
We've got Elton John on board. Let's just go.
Is he in it?
I'm pretty sure he gives his music to like Romeo and Juliet.
Oh no, yeah. I think I've got saved on my phone the Romeo and Juliet version of like Tiny Dancer or something.
Yeah. I think he's given he worked really like hard on it or something. I don't know. Well, anyway, back on topic.
Yeah, time for the next question. Hang on, Jack has well, don't look. Okay, you can look.
Oh yeah. So if no one knows the rules, the Wipeout works by every question that we ask, you can answer. However, if you answer it incorrectly, you will get 0 points for the entire round. However, you can not answer it and it won't make this negative consequence occur.
Well worded.
Succinctly said. Question number 1. Who became the oldest person ever to have a #1 single in the UK in April of this year? Who became the oldest person ever to have a #1 single in the UK in April of this year? Good question.
Good question.
I don't know that at all. Maybe I do actually. No, don't think I do. All right, that's that question.
Oh yeah, I had forgotten that apparently in the credits of Romeo and Juliet, Sherlock Gnomes, like contributing writers are listed as Arthur Conan Doyle and William Shakespeare.
Yeah, I mean, it's good that they get their names on it, you know.
Yeah, because I don't think they get enough exposure.
I'm sure they would definitely want their names to be associated with the film as well. So
I think so.
Okay.
Question number 1. No.
Question number 1 plus 1. Question number 2. In what currency do Nobel laureates receive their prize money? In what currency do Nobel laureates receive their prize money? Very good question. God, that's such a great question.
Nobel, incidentally, is the amount of bells you have if all your bells are stolen.
True. Also, type of gas.
Gasoline.
That's one for you chemists.
That's one for you.
That's a great Wipeout question because it could be so many different things. Big fan. All right, question number 3. Name an NFL team which has won 2 consecutive Super Bowls. Can you name an NFL team which has won 2 consecutive Super Bowls?
Or for my family watching, name an NFL team.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, same. I could think of, I don't know. I'd think of one. I definitely wouldn't answer this one if it was me. But it's not. What is
this round coming to us from a friend of the show, Kieran Duggan. Thank you once again.
Thank you very much.
Hope you're not answering this at home. I hope everyone else is.
I very much hope everyone else is.
Also, let's go to the next question.
Question number 4. Oh, no.
Johann Pachelbel, you know that one.
Johann Pachelbel, his famous canon was originally written in which major key? So this classical musician's famous canon was originally written in which major key?
I'm not sure if it's meant to be spelled Pachelbel. I think it might be a typo. No worries.
Pachelbel.
No, it's Pachelbel.
Oh, Kieran wouldn't make a typo.
No, he wouldn't. He would just, however, use Calibri body.
Yeah, come on, you can talk about my font. Because we kind of have the, whatever, yours, the Blackfriars MC or something.
You know, it's Blackadder ICT. Is that not a font everyone's familiar with?
Or Papyrus is my other go-to.
Oh, what's the Baskerville? That's an exciting one.
I use Papyrus when I write my essays. Question number 5.
Is that?
The element with atomic number 104 or 104 was named after which nuclear physicist who formulated their model of the atom after experiments conducted at the University of Manchester? The element with atomic number 104 was named after which nuclear physicist who formulated their model of the atom after experiments conducted at the University of Manchester?
Friend of the university, friend of the show, University of the show. Not University of the show, actually.
No.
I think there is an explicit University of the show.
Oh, there we go. I'm glad that. Oh, there we go. People are loving the Irish mythology, which I like to see.
I also like the suggestion that you put as much work into that as you would a research paper.
I did spend a long time researching it, but an enjoyable time. Yeah. There we go. Question number 6. What is the best-selling video game of all time across all platforms?
And we're only going to be taking up the answer that we've got. If you think, yeah.
Even if the other one's right, it's not.
Even if the other one's right,
so
you've still wiped out if you put something. If you put something that's not our answer.
So we looked at all platforms: PS Vita, Xbox 361,
iPod Touch,
iPod
Classic.
Yep, the Sega Dreamcast.
Amazon Fire HD.
What is it called?
That one Charles Babbage made?
Yeah, I was trying to think of the name for it, but I can't remember it. There we go, that's okay. Question number 7. At 4,892 meters tall, Mount Vinson is the highest peak on which landmass? At 4,892 meters tall, Mount Vinson is the highest peak on which landmass? I love that question. That's a nice geography question. Good to see. Good to see. There should be at least one in each round, in my opinion. But yeah.
Maybe. Another interesting thing about Romeo and Juliet is that they've got a recurring character, which was only based on what at the time was a popular reference of wearing a mankini. So there's a gnome that's called Mankini, who appeared again in the sequel, and yet, I'd say it wasn't necessarily a popular cultural reference when he came back as a recurring character.
What? Oh, there's Mankini. Oh, talking of dodgy films, one of the facts I was going to say. That I was
in the category my facts.
Yeah, I didn't make the final cut, but it was about Hoodwink 2. There's a second.
What?
I know.
Oh my gosh! I know it's the background of next week's Wipeout.
There's somehow a Hoodwink 2, and do you know how it's spelled? 2 is spelled T-O-O.
Oh, should we do question 8?
Yeah. Which car manufacturer ran an advertising campaign based on the power of dreams? Which car manufacturer ran an advertising campaign based on the power of dreams?
I actually in year 7 was in a workshop at school run by this car manufacturer or some outlet of it, and they taught us to, in the language of the car manufacturer, say the slogan, "The power of dreams."
That's very sinister.
It's quite sinister, isn't it?
But now at least you won't forget it.
No, they taught it to us with the "Say What You See."
Tell you what, you also probably will forget. Hoodwink 2. It got 11% on Rotten Tomatoes.
11. Yeah, it's good. 11.
Yeah. Sorry, that's the fit.
Number of the show.
Do you want to present the quiz next week entirely on Pentameter?
I think that would be not a good idea.
Yeah.
So I will say that will not happen here.
Oh, look at that.
Question number 9.
Stavrola?
Sorry, that should be in italics.
Published in 1900, is the only novel written by which British political figure? Savrola, published in 1900, is the only novel written by which British political figure?
Given that it was published in 1900, that might help you work out maybe which British political figure it is. It may not, for example, be friend of the show. No, I don't want to say friend of the show. I don't know.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. Were we talking about Patrick Warburton? Yeah,
No.
at some points recently. Because someone said, I suppose someone said, like the bread. Now he's got into acting or something. Was that
Wait,
you? Or was it my
that
brother?
wasn't me.
Oh well, he stars in Hoobink too.
Kieran defends his not using italics. He clearly hasn't read the history department style guide.
Not even any quotation marks.
Question number 10, the final of the quiz. The final question of the quiz.
Which soft drink, first created in Germany during the Second World War, has a name based on a German word for imagination? Which soft drink, first created in Germany during the Second World War, has a name based on a German word for imagination?
This is a good question.
That is a good question.
I'm a big fan of this one.
I like it a lot. Not as much as I dislike Hoodwink 2.
You haven't seen it?
Starring Glenn Close. That's right. Glenn Close.
The Glenn Close.
And Amy Poehler as well. That's right.
Glenn Close is the arch nemesis of Elliot Farr.
Yep. Yeah. If no
hello to the Farrs if you're watching.
Hello to the Farrs. Glenn Close was in Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh yeah, sure. There you go. And also cast, but really.
There you go. So I'll just go through those again quickly.
Yes.
Who's the oldest person to ever have a number one? What currency did Nobel laureates get their money in? Name an NFL team that has won 2 consecutive Super Bowls. Pachelbel's cannon was in what key? Which physicist? Best-selling video game. Mount Vincent. Where is it? Who says the power of dreams? Savrola. Who wrote that? Which soft drink? And that's something. That's it. That's the last question of the quiz. Remember, if you get one wrong, there's no points for that round.
No points. Nil points.
Hence, wipe out.
Should we go to the answers?
I guess so. Okay, so first of all, we had the links round. IR is the symbol. I think I've done. No, it's fine. Is iridium. I had a really weird episode going through like putting the answers on, and so they're in slightly strange shapes. Some of which have weird animations.
Oh, I really.
So that's iridium is IR. Then we had Cincinnati. Snatch and clean and jerk are parts of weightlifting. Olympic weightlifting was a word we're after. The function of the horizontal line is minimize or minimizing, but minimize ideally. This word is pacifism. You sort of got the hint of peaciness, and the answer was pacifism. The chemical substance is piscicide. Piscicide. Not to be confused with pesticide, it's piscicide. The medical condition is appendicitis. Appendicitis. If there's another one, we don't want that one, we want this one. We don't want appendicitis necessarily, but that's the answer we're after. Mary Quant invented the miniskirt. Miniskirt. The King of England was Henry VIII. Henry VIII. Henry VII. And the link is they all have 3 I's in their name. The answers all have 3 of the letter I. Look, we had iridium, Cincinnati, weightlifting, minimize, pacifism, piscicide, appendicitis, miniskirt, and Henry VIII was a bit of a sneaky one. But if you look there, he does have 3 I's in his name.
I like that one.
Then we had the University of Southampton Undergraduate Prospectus. Question number 1. It was horseball. It wasn't polo.
Horseball.
It wasn't polo if you put it. It was horseball. Jack, do you want any answers?
Okay.
RAG stands for?
Reference for raise and give. Yes, it does. Round number 3.
There's also been the suggestion that because all the previous answers had 3 eyes, that they were trinocular. But that's a different sort of eye. But that's okay.
That is, of course, sport and culinary science. You know, honestly, yes, that's the answer.
They do offer mechatronic engineering, which sounds fun.
The degree is the classic PPE. So all you PPEers out there should have got this one. Question number 5 is, of course, ship science. You know, ship science allows you to combine high performance sailing with a technically challenging career.
Yeah.
Number 6. Of course, the subject that comes alphabetically after Spanish, Portuguese, and Latin American studies is zoology. I don't think we offer it at Durham, but it is very last in the alphabet. No, that's true. I should probably mention that as well. Question number 7. The day of the week that this was on is a Monday. I would have thought Friday, but it's a Monday. Question number 8. Southampton's only campus outside the UK is Malaysia. So if you got that answer, you got 1 point. Question number 9. Question number 9.
That's how all the questions work, in fact.
Question number 9. The university completely changed my perspective.
I should have done the big reveal where I got rid of the thing. That's fine.
I really like the cylinder as well. The cylinder really works. Question number 10. Of course, question number 10 is a nice round number. It is 200. There are 200 pages. That was clearly by design. I'm sure that wasn't just a coincidence. They definitely wanted to make it 200 pages long. Okay. Round number 3, I guess. Round number 3? Probably.
There's been querying the word pacifism. But that is a word.
No.
You can have it if you put pacifist. That's fine.
Oh, yeah. That's fine. Hang on. All right, round number 3, Hugo.
It was UK towns and cities in lambic pentameter. Of course, this is a little bit of political satire. Was Durham? Oh yeah, I did a fun little scroll.
Oh,
not that scrolls are really the main at the time. But
I really like it.
Glasgow. Of course, we're talking about Celtic and Rangers there. Blackpool was the one we were talking about with the pier and whatnot. The town due east of Wakefield, Pontefract. We're talking about the Pontefract cake, which is not a real cake. It's a little licorice sweet. The largest town in the north of Wales is Wrexham.
Sad times about the city of Wrexham. Someone told me apparently that.
Oh, I see what the problem is. The answer is pacifism, not pacificism.
Hasn't got 3 eyes.
No, it doesn't. So if you've got that they all have multiple eyes, that's fine. You can have that if you've put multiple eyes. Sorry about that.
Oh, that's okay. That's fine.
Yeah, there we go. And the next story, I'm a bit shaken by that. Spaghetti Junction, they're in Birmingham. Then Peace Bridge is Derry or Londonderry, depending on what you want to call it. The Grecians and the Chiefs are from Exeter. The people here are named after a stew. Liverpool. Scouts comes from a word for stew from Nordic languages. And then I've got a couple of Beatles references there. And this Buckstown, we're talking about Milton Keynes is what we're after. Apparently Pontefract is sometimes referred to as Ponte Carlo.
So glamorous. Heroic Birmingham, absolutely. Oh no. Yeah. Cynicism. These things happen. It's fine.
Checked it so many times, but that's okay. Flora Fauna County Durham. Beatrix
Okay,
Potter.
right. Yes. Beatrix Potter.
Sorry.
That's a
Okay.
green triangle. That's right. Yeah, big footer. Immortal character. It is, of course, Alaska. Could be no other. Question
Is
number
that the
three.
right answer? I'll ask her later.
Yes. Question number three is the glossy ibis, number C. Funnily
Number
enough, the
C.
albatross, the albatross and the pelican have never been seen in County Durham, apart from maybe in zoos. I don't know. This is about the wild, as you should have inferred from the question. 4. That is, of course, false. The smooth snake isn't found in County Durham. So there we go. Question number 5. How many species of salmon? Just the one. In fact, there's only the Atlantic salmon is the only type of salmon that exists outside of the Pacific. Don't quote me on that. Question number
That's a good
6.
fact.
It may not be true. Question number 6. That is, of course, the cranberry. Immortal be named the. Yep, there we go. Question number 7. Not sure my words went there. It is, of course, Finn McCall. However you want to spell it, as long as it looks roughly like that. What a legend.
Number
Right.
C, our first prime number.
I think that's how it
been
works.
said.
There you go.
Sorry, I
Yeah.
forgot to close that bracket as well. Honestly, technical difficulties and little slip-ups we've been having today.
It's been a rocky road, but we'll get there.
Honestly.
That is, of course, it's orange. What else could it be? Vitamin C.
Vitamin C. What a vitamin. One of the best. One of the great.
My little mini oranges. Question number 9. Bletting. Right. So So the process is kind of like leaving something to overripe to the point of almost rotting. So what we're going to have, leaving it to rot, leaving it to ripen off the tree, all these kind of things, that kind of vibe will get you
Something along those lines.
Yeah, we're quite lenient as well. So that I just thought it was quite cool. So medlar and persimmon, as well as another fruit that you have to do this for, is only kind of very widely edible after it's been left to overripe off the tree or the plant for over a week sometimes, to get it really brown and kind of sugary. So there you go.
Well, there you go. And question number 10.
Question number 10 is, well, I mean, what answer could it be other than Hotel for Dogs? Friend of the show.
Film that is widely considered bark out loud funny.
Oh my god.
By Mark S. Allen of CBS.
Mark S. Allen, CBS. Okay.
And then we had the Wipeout. I did arguably get a bit carried away with sort of animations, but it's fine. Oldest person, of course, was Captain Tom Moore.
Oh my gosh.
Remember, if you got one wrong, that's 0 for the entire round. Nobel laureates received their prize money in Swedish krona. The NFL teams which have won 2 consecutive Super Bowls are the Green Bay Packers, but also the Miami Dolphins, but also the Pittsburgh Steelers, but also the San Francisco 49ers, but also the Dallas Cowboys, but also the Denver Broncos, but also the New England Patriots.
That's what I'd have gone for.
If you put any of those, you just need to put one of them. That's fine. Then you've got the point. Packer Bell's cannon was in D. It was in D. Jack, I don't think you appreciated that transition enough.
Sorry, I was getting the post ready. That's really nice.
D major specifically, but D.
How long did that take
after. You? Hours. This was Rutherford. This is Ernest Rutherford. It was named after Rutherfordium, of course, what we're talking about. The best-selling video game of all time is Minecraft. If you put something else, I'm afraid you wiped out. You're wrong. Even if you send me a link, even if you show me the person who's king of the universe, or monarch, ruler of the universe, and it says it's Call of Duty or whatever, or Fortnite, I'm going to say that's wrong.
Don't test him. He won't do
it. Me. Mount Vincent is on Alaska. No, it's not. It's on Antarctica. It's on Antarctica. Wow, what a lovely explosion. The car manufacturer is Honda. In Japanese, Power Dreams is Yome no Shikara, or something along those lines. Honda. Savonarola was written by Winston Churchill. No animation there.
You're going to be solid with Winston.
The soft drink, final question of the quiz. was Fanta. Comes from the German Fantasia, meaning something like fantasy imagination type thing. So there we go. That was the quiz. Add up your scores. Jack is going to make a post on Hilbead. No, what are you going?
Beater's playtime.
On Beater's playtime. So if you're not Hilbead, I'm afraid you're not eligible to win. But I hope you have a great time. So you're going to need to put add up all your scores and put your team name and your score in a little comment, and then it'll be a great time, and then we'll look through them in a second. But first, it's time for a little segment while you get those answers in. It's time for Are You Smarter Than a Social Set?
That's really awful. Oh my gosh, that's so awful.
Which is your favourite of these? They're my eyes on Noel Edmonds, by the way.
Oh my gosh. I don't know where to start. Probably the girl. Yeah.
Which one? Two girls on the right.
Yeah, I know. They're both. The one.
Oh,
the top one. The top one.
You're only blue in that picture because it was a weird light. But I thought, that's fine.
That's quite horrendous as well.
So how this works is I'm going to quiz Jack on a subject that is widely known about, and we're going to see if Jack is as smart as he claims to be, because he always claims that he's really intelligent.
Yep.
I've never heard him not say that. So today, Jack, your questions are all about dogs. All about dogs. So play along at home. This isn't part of the main quiz, but if you're smarter than Jack, then that's a pretty good prize. So question number 1. What is the name of an adult male dog capable of reproduction?
That is a good question. I have absolute. Oh, hang on. Adult male dog capable of. No, I don't know.
You're not answering that one?
Oh, is it like a is it like a stud?
You saying stud?
Yep.
Saying stud. Okay. Question number 2. What is dog in Portuguese?
I'd say perro.
You can say perro.
Yeah, that's what it is in Spanish.
Interesting. Spanish for a male pair. Okay, question number 3. What is this? Spurred on by me looking at the Wikipedia page for dogs. What is the only large carnival to have been domesticated?
Only large carnivore to have been domesticated. Are we talking about? I mean, what counts as large? I'm going to say in what time period are we talking?
Well, no, I'm not going to give you any more. This bit is very inconsequential, so I'm really not bothered how correct I am.
I'll go with grey wolf.
You're going to go for grey wolf. I don't know why I'm feeling the need to write these all down. I could probably remember them. Okay. Ivan Pavlov's conditioning experiments involving dogs took place in which century?
19th century.
19th, okay. 19th century. And question number 5, true or false? Dogs, unlike pigs, pigeons, and even chimpanzees, can remember the what, where, and when of an event.
Say that again, sorry?
So is this true or false? Dogs, unlike pigs, pigeons, and even chimpanzees, can remember the what, where, and when of an event.
False.
You're going to say that's false. Okay. So question number 1. The name of an adult male dog is indeed Stud.
Yeah.
Pull that out somewhere. Dog in Portuguese is cachorro. Cachorro. It's in a Portuguese accent, which I can't do. Or you could have had cadela, or you could have had another word, which I can't remember what it was, but none of them were para, I'm afraid. That was wrong. What is the only large carnivore to have been domesticated? The answer is the domestic dog. The grey wolf, actually, dogs were not domesticated from grey wolves. They were domesticated from a wolf-like ancestor, or another type of wolf, and they're very similar to grey wolves, but not them.
What?
Yeah.
Okay,
Ivan Pavlov's dog, you said the 19th century. It actually, they started, according to what I've got here, in 1902.
Oh, for gosh,
So I'm afraid you're wrong.
Not a good showing for me.
And it, true or false, dogs, unlike pigs, pigeons, and even chimpanzees, can remember the what, when, or where of an event. That is indeed false. In fact, the Wikipedia article described them as, I think, unexceptional in terms of intelligence. But pigs, pigeons, and chimpanzees can remember the what, where, and when of an event. But dogs can't.
Cool stuff.
So there we go. Should we have a little look at? Thanks for playing. If you've got more than two, then you are smarter than a social sec. Very well done.
Oh, there's some good ones here. There are some good ones. So it looks like we've got a clear.
I'm not sure how I feel about the team name. You spelled pacifism wrong.
Oh, I'm tempted to veto and just take that as the winning team name. To be honest with you,
pacificism. We like to talk about.
I'm very tempted to go with that one. Yeah. Or there are. We'll give it a bit longer to people to come in.
And then there's also a reference to me slipping up and not closing a bracket. That's lovely. What I love about the Hilby community is that we're also forgiving. We've also got, oh gosh, get your team names in if you're watching. No, I'm not going to try and pronounce it, but just know that I can. The longest settlement name in the UK. Get those answers in. More coming in.
Okay, let's have a look.
Well, so one team has given themselves half a point. We're going to have to round that down, I'm afraid, Zoe.
What else have we got? Yeah, good variety of scores. I'm glad to see people. I think there's a good variety of scores as well. I like to see that we've got a good spread. That's always good to see.
Indeed.
Right, I think that looks like all the team names.
My sister put Sprite instead of Fanta, and so wiped out.
Oh no!
What a tragic tale.
Oh no. Okay. Do you want to give me your three shortlisted team names?
Okay. I'm gonna be a democratic person and include thinking outside the brackets, which has a bracket at the beginning.
Oh, we've got another entry.
I've got some more coming in. So we got that one. I'm also gonna give a shout out to the Barnett Castle Eye Doctors, a lovely bit of satire there.
Yeah.
And your third one to choose from. Yeah, sure, why not? You spelled pacifism wrong.
Oh, hang on, we've got. Oh my gosh, we've got a late.
Oh no, I'm getting rid of that. No, getting rid of that hate. No, that's not even contentions anymore. I'm
not sure how I feel about this shameless self-promotion in one of the team.
Do remember to give Piano Tunes a like and subscribe. Anya has given two different team names, which is controversial, but you know,
it is controversial. I'm a big fan of the fact that, although flattery won't get you very far in this cohort, but I'm glad that she's remembered my little blessing fact. Really big fan of that. Right, kind of rotting.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to disqualify you from team name contention as you have put two, but sure, we'll remember to give Piano Tunes a like and subscribe, and that in contention. What do you think? So your choices are: remember to give channel to like and subscribe, Barnard Castle eye doctors, and thinking outside the brackets.
Oh. Oh, I might. Oh no, I don't. I don't want to give in to the self promotion. I feel like if we just reward that kind of behavior,
Okay, yeah.
it will just go. It will spiral out of control. I might have to go with thinking outside the brackets.
I like thinking outside the brackets.
It's just very good.
So I will comment asking for a quiz round, and if you comment a quiz round, then we will do it next week.
Yep. If I'm not mistaken, I think that was the team that requested the Simon Forrest round. So...
Well, we don't do duplicates, but I'll be interesting to see what you put.
Okay, and it looks like the winners are Team Alex Gordon.
Very well done, Team Alex Gordon.
A very respectable 43 points out of 50.
Clearly didn't wipe out, if I'm not mistaken. Just give them a little chance to come up with a quiz round before giving the prize to Alex Gordon. Which I know everyone's been waiting for the prize.
I'm very excited.
Oh, someone's writing a comment. I presume that's what it says. Mine says "Alguien está escribiendo un comentario."
All right, sorry, you Spanish.
sorry to flex.
What a flex?
Oh. We'll get back to you. Here is the prize. Your prize, Alex Gordon, for winning, is from a friend of the show, international celebrity Shakira. We got in touch and we got her to send this message. She sent this photo and this lovely message. Hello, my real name is international superstar and friend of the show, Shakira. I really want to say well done to the winners of the Vern bar quiz. That wipeout was a bit of a stinker, but you won anyway. Now I have to go and sing my famous song, Hips Don't Lie. Bye.
Well, there you go.
That's your prize. Congratulations. What a prize. I can't believe international superstar and friend of the show, Shakira, wrote in.
And you had a bit of a foreshadowing there because that was the picture that she sent us. We used for the starting puzzle.
Yeah. So yes, I didn't even ask Shakira to send us anything.
Everyone's just such a big fan, you know. They just
really want to say well done to the winners.
All right. Well, I think that does bring us to the.
The round is Dominic Cummings and other Clue limited bouncers.
Oh no!
You've
chosen a wise round there.
We might keep the essence of what you've put, but make it slightly broader.
Well, that is what we are quite good at. To be fair, that is. We'll give that a good go. But thank you very much for that round. It sounds like a good one. So we will see. We'll see.
There we go. So thank you very much for joining us at this quiz. Much. It hasn't all gone according to plan, but we got through it in the end.
We did it. We got through, and it's good.
Well done to the winners. We'll see you next week with a round maybe containing one of the words of the chosen quiz round.
Maybe and. Well, brilliant. Well, thank you, and it's good to be back, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah, there we go. Bye. Jack's now going to reach for the